they're doing these hardcore races. And I'm talking about hardcore. We're talking the standard tire size of one of their competitors is 35 inches. So we're talking, this is hardcore there in the mud and the gunk, and it's really impressive stuff. And I highly recommend you go back and check out that episode. And there's snakes, right? And these guys are getting out in it. Like, it's impressive. So yeah, 100%. I would love to see one of those kind of competitions live. I just couldn't handle the bugs.
Now, can you imagine that? But like, remember that old school show with it was like pre-Ninja Warrior, but it was in Japan, but it had dubbed over American voices. It was on Comedy Channel, on Comedy Central.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know.
It was on late night.
What was the name of that?
I know what you're talking about.
Hi, I'm Jerry Ross with Mile High Jeep Club, and you're listening to the Trailhead Podcast.
Rev it up, let it roar, feel the ground shake. Pedal down, dust flying, no time to waste. The trailhead's calling, engine power on a roll. This is where trails start and stories unfold. On the starlit skies, where the wild things roam. Every trail a journey, every Jeep a home. Meet at the trailhead, where the wild ones run. The dust kicks high and the day's not done. With the road wide open and the dirt in our soul. This is where trails start and our stories unfold.
His birth certificate, we'd know exactly who's older.
That's funny.
That's
really funny. I know around 3 or 4 people with my same birthday. We can't hang out together.
That's kind of how I feel about people with my birthday, is that it's kind of like that. There's two magnets, like you get together and you repel each other, and it's very much a Gemini thing.
Yeah.
So
Yes, Eric. It's a special wiener-shaped food bond.
Right. Well, in this case, so it's just kind of this, though. Whenever the two actually meet, it's just kind of always a dance.
Well, when we're at events together, we always go and find the same hot dog. Like, we'll go find hot dogs, or we'll go find sausage places to eat. This is
getting deeper. I don't like this.
It's weird.
I don't think I care for it. Oh my god.
Every Wednesday.
Wow. All right. Well, welcome to the Trailhead, everybody, because I hit the wrong button, and that's how we just started the show. We if you're live on Instagram, you got the first edition. If you didn't, then you didn't. Sorry. You'll have to catch us live if you want that 5 minutes back. We've got Beatrice JKU, Brian with us. We have Mike Randall, JK Trailfinder, Alyssa, Hold My Coffee, Arizona, and Jim and the Misfit, Hope and Randy, currently under cover of night, traveling to locations undisclosed. Well, no, they're pretty much disclosed to everybody now at this point. Everybody knows.
Sand Hollow, here we go.
Sand Hollow. And then
we've been there so much that my door handles in my truck, when you open them, they have red dirt in the door handles.
Love it. Love it.
Sand is eternal, and now it's in the F-350.
Like, do you hear the grinding when you try to move the door handle?
There's not much grinding, no. But one of the sensors is kind of wonky.
No, I don't think that's going to get any better.
The passenger door sensor acts like it's open half the time when it's cold. And normally down in Sand Hollow it doesn't get that cold, but now it's like if it's below 45 or something and I open the passenger door, it thinks that the door's ajar and the step stays open until the cab warms up and it heats the sensor back up and it starts to work again.
Well, Pope, winter hit last week, so we're moving on into spring now. That's
I don't have to worry about it until next year, right?
Yeah, no, it's like we're moving on into spring now. The trees are starting to bloom already down in Mesquite. It was
Really?
a whole 22 degrees. It was a whole 22 degrees the other morning when I woke up.
Shit, yeah, I know. You guys had the same weather that I had at the point of the mountain in Draper in Utah.
Yeah,
Like
it was cold.
same wind and everything. It was terrible. I can't believe you guys are putting up with that down south. I would ask for my
I
money back.
actually had to put on pants.
Whoa!
And everyone rejoiced. They're like, finally.
And everyone rejoiced. Yeah.
Alright.
It's been quite unusual weather down there, to be honest with you. Last week was unusually cold, and this week is supposed to be back in the 50s down in that area, so it should be nice.
And Trail Hero was ridiculously hot.
Yeah,
It was weird.
Yeah,
That was weird.
Trail Hero was 140, and Winter 4x4 was minus 12. So
We should have done that cooking an egg thing and just gotten real dramatic with it at some point. I'm really sad now that I didn't do that. Yeah. No, it's been hell here in Colorado. I'll tell you that right now. It has not been pleasant. I know negative 15 or something at one point overnight.
Yeah.
It's not been fun.
Are we supposed to get more snow?
Yeah. And yeah, we're supposed to get more snow this weekend now.
Yeah.
And I wanted to go out, and I'm both leaking oil in the Jeep, and I'm not going out in the snow. Like, I'll go out onto a relatively decent trail road with some snow on it, but I'm not. No, I am definitely not going snow wheeling with you.
why?
You know what? We're
It's
gonna have Craig on the show.
How many
Craig can tell
times
me.
how many times has it been since you went wheeling and someone rolled? Like 0?
Is that question for Mike? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let me put it this way, Mike. I have to take my experience when I went with you at Trail Hero.
Yeah.
And I have to, what I was doing mentally on the trail that day, and then what happened to Craig, and then I'm just like, well, the common denominator there is a blue Jeep that we all know and love, and so yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying it's his fault. I'm saying that
Ollie wasn't out there.
Who?
Yeah, Holly wasn't there. Don't say those things about Mischief Maker. How dare you?
Wow, I don't even know her. Yeah, I'm going to get in trouble with it. Yeah, thanks a lot. No, I Mike.
Thanks for teeing that
Here's
one
the thing
off
I
for
love
me.
about Mike. And
You're welcome.
we did Mike's interview show yesterday, which is going to go up soon, and we kind of talked about this. Like,
Are you going
Mike-
to promote that?
yes, I am. Thanks, Brian. I apologize, sir, that I forgot your post for yours. I got it up there, and it's up there now.
I know. No, I'm just
actually,
joking. I'm
in the
here for
future, there will
comedic
be.
relief, remember? I am strictly here
That's-
for comedic relief.
At least somebody's laughing.
Yeah, I am.
No, so as I told Mike the other day, like when I was with him, he really kind of got me to get through some stuff that I probably wouldn't have done on my own, and for a whole host of reasons. And so there's one hand to me that's like, yeah, I'd love to go with Mike because I know he'll help me push my limits a little bit. But on the other hand, I also know I'm going to go with Mike and push my limits a little too much. And I'm just like, I have to decide whether or not I've got enough willpower to resist the silly. And so sometimes I do, and I say no to those hard trails on the last day of Trail Hero, and I'm thankful I did. And then sometimes I'm going to be like, yeah, I need to go do that and potentially put a couple of tires in the air.
Yeah.
That's kind of how it always is. That's like,
Yeah.
that's my life.
Yeah.
That's
If
your
you're
week.
If you're not popping wheelies in your Jeep, you're doing something wrong.
And
Like
it's
the-
also
like-
completely different if you're trailering. Like 3 of us on here, we trailer our vehicles to and fro, so we don't have to necessarily worry about getting home.
Mm-hmm.
We just
Yeah,
got to
yeah,
worry
we
about
talked a little
getting
bit
it
about
to the
that, too.
trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. And that's the thing. So at some point, some sort of circumstance will occur, and I will get another vehicle, and the Jeep will no longer be my daily driver, and then I will start doing probably stupider and stupider stuff at an exponential rate. So, yeah, we'll see how much of that I can get away with. All right. So I would love to get in and tell you guys if we got any new reviews or anything over the weekend, but Apple is saying no to that today. So I will try again next week or probably in a couple days because I don't know what's up with that. But if you are unfamiliar, we are giving away a little swag pack of stuff. I really want to get rid of it. It's a growing box of things in my closet of electrical switch panels and things and stickers and T-shirts that I don't want to keep there forever. So submit a review. Shoot me a note on Instagram or jd@thetrailheadnetwork.com, and I will get your name added to the list. And when we get to 30, we give it away and we start over again until we get to 60 or 50 or 75. We'll figure out what that number is later. And then if you want to leave us a voicemail and be on the show, call us at 719-408-0132 and leave us a message. We do have a voicemail this week. It is short and sweet, and he also has an issue with the weather. So let's do that real quick.
Hey, I do too think about the consequences of my decisions. Well, what gives you the right to... Go to hell! Stupid guy on my phone.
Hey, Trailheads, Nathan calling in this morning. Just calling to say I hope you all are staying warm. I'm driving to work here. It's a balmy negative 8 degrees this morning. So got the GPs are cranking. It's that time of year where you realize all the air gaps and you can feel those cold breezes coming while you're driving. But still love it. Catch y'all later.
Those gladiators real drafty, y'all? I mean, I know the JKs are.
Yeah, I mean, they are pretty drafty.
That really went long.
We lost them.
The same as the Gladiator, same as the JL.
We did.
Those freedom panels and stuff.
Damn. That's all right.
Oh, we got disconnected.
It was bound to happen at some point.
They're back.
Are they?
On Instagram.
Yep. No, I
Oh.
see Randy.
Oh, Instagram's a delay.
Oh, that's right.
Instagram's like it's like the NFL. It's delayed 30 seconds, so you can.
It's even worse because now it goes out and then it comes back to the house here, and then it goes back out another way before it goes to Instagram. So it's there's 14 or 15 people with keys to the keys to everything. So all right, well, and I didn't like that intro. That really did not play very well over that. I love Friends, but that was not the greatest clip. So thanks, Nathan. Appreciate the voicemail, man. -8. That sounds about right. The stuff that was over here in the West has now kind of moved its way over there to the East, and it just, you guys are at a lower elevation, so you get a little bit of something to it. But the East Coast, right along the edge there,
you can keep that in the 51st state. It's too cold. You can keep that weather up in the 51st state.
In Puerto Rico?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Everybody who lives there tells me that the weather that isn't that bad up there, but I think it's the same way people from Chicago say that the weather's not that bad in Chicago. So, and when I know better. All right. But thanks, Nathan. Thanks for the message. And if you want to be like Nathan, be on the show, leave us a message at 719-408-0132. Seriously, just leave us a note. Someone on the show knows how to do that, even if it's rapid fire voicemails, right? Right, Brian?
Somebody does.
Awesome. All right. Well, hopefully we get Pope and Randy back because
they are back.
We are back.
I don't see
We're
them.
back.
Where are you?
You don't see us?
Are you sure you're not in Colorado? Or are you sure you're not like smoking whatever it is that you got out there? How far behind is your Instagram feed?
Can you not see
This
us?
is riveting radio, folks.
I'm watching them on Riverside.
Yeah,
I just
we're
have
on
the
Riverside.
Instagram up so when somebody pops up and makes a comment.
Okay, well then, if that's the case, then this the same thing that happened to them the last time did, which is that for some reason Riverside didn't register them returning, so they need to leave and come back again. And let me know if they bounce
you not
and then
hear
come
us?
back. 'Cause,
I
had
can
that
hear
problem
you,
earlier.
Randy.
Okay.
Did JD hear us?
Oh,
You're making
I
this
can't
up.
this
see
is an
him.
interesting conundrum.
Can you see
Yeah.
him, Alyssa?
What?
Because everybody can hear us.
Can you see him?
Nothing. Or hear anything?
Yeah.
I can hear him just. Hi, Randy.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Weird.
tell Randy and Pope
Riveting radio.
to leave and come back again. If something's
Hey.
wrong,
All right.
I can't see them.
There. See, they can hear you just fine.
Okay. Well, then in that case, Randy and Pope leave and come back again so that we can see you. I swear, it does not feel like I'm running a circus. It doesn't. It doesn't at all. But here we are. All right.
JD, it could be a circus full of midgets.
True, but that would be. So here's the thing. There is a show that is a wrestling show, and they now have a residency in Vegas, and it is all little people, and I really want to go see it. Like I love wrestling, and I'm there for that. Hello, Pope and Randy, welcome back. Thank you for distracting us from the conversation and the trail we were going down.
You got a place to crash. If I'll go watch. I'll go watch little people wrestling.
Okay, let's do it. I'm
Little
here for
people
that.
wrestling?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's fun.
Have you
It's
really?
pretty fun. I really
Okay.
prefer full-size wrestlers, but, you know.
Well, yeah,
In a
but
pinch.
for the novelty of it, right?
It's fun.
Yeah.
Oh, for the novelty, it's hilarious.
I think Pope might be wanting a Sausage of the Month club.
Well, I mean, there is that. Yeah, all right. That's good to know. I might keep that in mind. I got to remember that you're that close to Vegas. Like I need to remember that. Okay, that's dangerous for me, by the way. Like I love
I'll
Vegas.
take you out and I live a block from a casino.
Yeah. I shouldn't gamble. Like I just want to. I like to go and do stupid crap out in the desert. That's all. So
Yeah,
you take
I'm a
that
mile
however
and a
you
half
want to
from
take that,
Trail.
Brian. Okay.
I'm a mile and a half from Trail.
Sure, trail. Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah, Trail.
Yeah. Morgan
Get that
Fairchild.
trail.
That's the ticket. Yeah, exactly. All right. So let's quickly steer the subject into something else, please, because I don't want to talk about any of that. Pope, Randy, Mike, you guys were at Winter 4x4, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
How was it?
Or-
Anybody
It's
break
awesome.
anything? Anybody dump
was-
anything?
It was great.
No,
It was cold on some
It
days.
was freezing.
It was cold.
We were dressed like we were in Chicago.
And windy, very windy at times.
Hi, Steven.
Hi, Steven. Oh, are we
Hey, buddy.
getting kicked out again?
Yeah, it looks like we
No, you're good.
good.
Oh,
Oh, there they go. Ah, don't you hit the button? You hadn't gotten kicked out.
They were preemptively kicking themselves out.
They kicked themselves out. Yeah, that was kind of funny though. This is
It's the frigid finger. It's the frigid finger because it's so
the
cold.
frigid. I don't like that phrase either. If I'm being honest, yeah, I really
Okay.
don't. Every week, like we're trying new stuff here, right? We finally got the Instagram feed down. Mostly, I mean, we still have
The
a couple
Instagram
issues here
feed
and there.
does look very nice, JD. I'm very impressed. It has all 5 of us on there too.
It does. Well, right now it has 4, but we had
Well-
5 of us on there before. But yeah, it's a bit. It's like I said before. It's a bit weird, but we got that set up. So, and the next thing was going to be probably to try what Pope and Randy are doing, which is just being mobile and have that in some sort of a way, shape, or form. But yeah, it's. I think it's going to be a hit and miss one with that one. I think it's going to be hit and miss. It's going to depend on what kind of signal you have. And to be fair, they are driving from
Salt Lake.
area to Sand Hollow. So there's a number of dead spots throughout Utah. So
Yeah, they
I'm really
need Starlink.
I'm really surprised they thought they would have signal the whole way.
They need Starlink.
I mean, we drive that all the time. Salt Lake we drive up to Salt Lake probably 4 or 5 times a year, and
Okay.
we get pretty good signal. There are a couple spots through the passes.
Yeah.
There's 2 passes that you have to go through that you get pretty dead right before Beaver, and then just on the other side of that pass.
Which amazes me. To me, like I've been through that pass a few times, and like of all the places you could probably use cell phone service, everybody, like the number of car fires I see up there and everything else, like it's just come on, You get cell phone service everywhere else, but you can't get it here.
Yeah, it was.
They just want people to get to Beaver,
Hey,
so they can sell you tourist merch.
You know, bumper stickers that say "I love Beaver."
There's a giant coffee mug behind Chad Kroger holding a photograph behind me, and it says "I love Beaver" on it, and I purchased it there. So I am a victim of it. I'm well aware of it. It's a problem.
Randy says their service is crappy. They got kicked all the way out.
All right, that's okay. They'll be back. All right. Well, so Mike, how was your trip then? Let's talk about you, man. You didn't break anything, or you did break something, right?
No, I drove Steven's Jeep.
Oh, that's right. You weren't even driving your own Jeep.
No. Yeah. Now,
sorry, it's been a long 24
hours. I went out there to help
hours.
Steven and just be out there for, get together with the friends for, the Roostina but I helped Steven drive. He was the lead on all the trails he guided. So I would drive his Jeep while he spotted, and then I'd move forward and get everybody moving up further, so he didn't have to get back in the Jeep, go up, walk back. But it was really efficient that way, so it worked out great. And that's I got awesome. To drive.
That works.
Yeah.
Again, that's the cool part about that. You got to drive like somebody else's Jeep and kind of get a feel for like a bigger build. So
it was nice.
Kind
it was
of
night
whether
day difference.
Yeah.
Do
you want to go much bigger? Do you want to do all that to it? You want to spend all that money?
No. I mean, I'd like to, but if I want to stay married, then I can't.
Okay. And see, there's the problem I think that all of us are constantly juggling is unless how much money is too much.
I have no comment.
Yeah, unless you're Brian.
You don't have any comment whatsoever? Not in those close quarters of a hotel room?
No comment. I was offered to buy another Jeep this week, so that might be happening.
Brian's just living the dream.
I try. Well, I protected the freedom for which you live by. I get to live my dreams now.
Fair.
Oh, boy. All right. Gonna play that card.
I'm just joking. No, I got but the Jeep happens to be in Florida, and I have to figure a bunch of stuff out.
Just ship it back.
Yeah. Like, what are you gonna like?
Well, I got it. I need it in Florida.
Oh, we'll ship it after that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then I can't. Then I could buy a gooseneck. I have a reason to.
Okay.
See, and there becomes the problem is you start to realize how much money renting things costs, and you're just like, I don't want to do that.
Yes, I know my accountant is listening.
His accountant is listening to everything. Yeah.
I doubt she's just listening. I have a feeling she's just off camera and and she's literally like, no, you're not. It's not happening. I don't care. You can say as much as you...
This one truly would be her Jeep.
Okay. So what are you trying to justify right now? The Jeep or the gooseneck? Or both? Yeah? Yeah? Okay. All right, I'm going to take that silence and we're just going to move on.
I'm going to go with both. I'm going to go with both.
Okay. Good luck with that. I look forward to hearing how that works out for you. And
yes, thank you, Mark.
What did Mark have to say?
Brian, you're welcome for my service. Yes.
Oh, there it is.
No, I mean there was always plans of getting a gooseneck, but this Jeep might have happened to land in our laps.
Okay.
And so it might have. I don't know yet. I don't know 100% know yet.
Don't jinx it then. Don't talk. We shouldn't talk about it anymore then.
We'll see how it drives when we're in Florida.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see here. What should we talk about? I really should have updated some more news. Pope and Randy, and I should not have relied on the fact that Pope and Randy were going to have signal for this whole episode. So
let's talk about Alyssa.
Let's talk about Alyssa.
She's quiet. She's just sitting there quiet. What are your plans this summer?
Oh, I haven't.
Yeah, what do you have on the schedule for this year?
Huh?
Really?
I haven't really thought past like May or the first week of June. Actually, that's a lie. Something came up. Campers camp out.
Well, things that you can talk about too, right? You don't have to talk about like personal plans. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, you mean like upcoming summer, right? Not like what we've
Love
done.
you too, Mark.
Yeah, like whatever you got planned coming up.
Oh yeah, nothing.
That
I don't
you
know.
want to tell people about. Like you don't have to tell the whole public about all of your individual plans to be at places, but
Yeah.
like I know you're not doing Easter Jeep Safari. Are you doing Toyotathon this year or?
It's Toyotathon this Christmas. I don't know.
Is it?
A Toyotathon maybe? I don't know about it.
You're the Toyota person. You're supposed to be our expert.
Yeah.
Come on, get it together.
I'm
Go back. I
slacking.
need the history. We need a full detailed report and a book report.
So I know the SoCal Overland Expo is coming up in March. I'm 50-50 on that.
Okay.
It's their first one, so I know it's like kind of a smaller venue, but I don't know. Might go, might not. We'll see. May we might have like our trip. First week of June, I have my burn camp, my Camp Courage that I volunteer at. That's not off-roading, but that takes like a full week of my time.
Okay.
And then jumping into like August, September, iCamper is having their iCamper camp out. So if you own an iCamper or anything iCamper, you can sign up and be in there. Go to this like exclusive camp out. That's kind of all I have. I haven't really dove into it. I haven't planned too much out yet.
Okay. I mean, I'm in the same boat. Jen keeps asking me about my schedule, and I keep punting on making a commitment to any specific event, and I really have to. Like, there's a couple of events that I got to get back to. They reached out to me, and I've been playing phone tag with them, and I just got to get it nailed out. So, and then plus I don't know what's going on yet with Trailhead, so we'll see how that plans out.
Yeah.
Well, JD, you're coming out to EJS, right?
Most likely, yes. I think the question is going to be in what capacity I come out there in. So we might bring the show out there, and then if I don't bring the show out there, I might either come out just by myself. I might come out with another group. We'll see how that plays out. But it's kind of shaping up that it's most likely, yeah. Which would be cool. I've actually never been to EGS, so it'll be a new experience for me. I know you shook your head in shock and surprise, and I've been working for Trails Off Road for all these years, and I've never managed to get out to EJS. And timing.
That's fair.
So,
and I won't even be out there to help you take you on some of those thrilling trails.
Yeah, I get the feeling that I'm going to end up working more than I do actual trailing out there. We'll see how it pans out. So, but
I mean, we can take you down Longs Canyon.
Yeah, Longs is cool.
Longs Canyon.
Okay.
Metal Masher.
You know, Fins and Things.
I like Fins.
The name alone, it's like Carnage Canyon, Metal Masher. Like you stay away from them. You like
Metal Masher is not that hard. Metal Masher is not that hard.
No.
Okay. Metal Masher, I had no problem doing it with 373 gearing on 37 KO2s. It is not that hard.
Right.
It's
he'd probably have to get.
But we'll have room in Jeeps. You can come run a night run on Pritchett.
Now that I do
with Tyree lights.
Yeah, I do. Seriously though, I want to run some night runs with all the goddamn lights I have in my Jeep. I haven't had a chance.
Steven just said right there.
Yep, Steven.
I can do Metal Masher. I can do Metal Masher. As I've got people with me, I can do Metal Masher. It's a 6 low end 6, a high end 9. Yeah, I can do that.
You'd have no problem with Metal Masher, top of the world.
And I've been out there. I've mapped trails right there. I didn't.
The only one that
Metal Masher because I was by myself.
I mean, I think Friday we're running Behind the Rocks. There's only 2 obstacles that you would have trouble with in your JK.
Okay.
And that's, high dive and white knuckle. And I still think you could do white knuckle.
If they're not passable, do they have bypasses?
Yes, white knuckle and high dive both have bypasses now.
I wouldn't be.
I don't count that as a bypass.
Yeah.
Oh no, now it's supposedly smooth
Oh, really?
Supposedly.
on white knuckle.
Yeah.
It's supposedly smooth
Oh,
all the way down.
Okay. So, like everything else, I will get that information triple checked before I commit to it. But it is looking like Easter Jeep Safari is going to happen. So I'll keep you updated. I need to get that ironed out this week because if I'm going to do it, I need to start making plans and reservations so I'm staying any place.
Mm-hmm.
So cool. All right.
And then, I mean, you could do. I mean, I wouldn't recommend doing Canes Creek or Pritchett but you know, Top of the World's a fun. Top of the World's fun. It's
I
just
got
an
offered a Jeep
all-day
to drive.
affair.
Steve
Yeah.
offered.
It's
Steven
just
offered me a Jeep to drive.
Stephen offered you to drive his Jeep. Yeah.
Thank you, Steven.
See-
I'm here for it. If you trust me, man, you've seen me put a wheel to the sky.
Top of the World's fun. It's just an all-day affair.
Oh, I've done
You're
Top of the
basically
World.
driving back to
Yeah.
I'd be happy if
Yeah,
I never
and
do
actually-
that trail again.
Here's my only thing with Top of the World. In my heart of hearts, I don't want to do that trail again. But the weather was kind of crappy the day I did it, and we got some cool pictures on the Top of the World. But the guy I was with just was not comfortable inching me forward far enough, and I really wanted to get. I know I could have gotten further forward, and the only reason I want to go back is because I want to get better pictures and video than I got the time I went.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, we got Area BFE.
Yeah. Onion Creek.
There you go.
Yeah.
Mark, Onion Creek.
Okay. Oh wow, you guys are gonna have all kinds of plans for me. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
All right.
I was going to say Onion Creek is nice.
I mean, Tyree Lights, we're running 3 trails. Tyree Lights is running 3
Yep.
trails.
Uh,
I know
I'm
that
not
one of
surprised
them
by
is one of them's Pritchett at night.
Well, we'll see what happens. We might run a trail for the podcast. We'll see. So
There you go.
we'll
Well, if you're gonna
see
do
how
it,
it
I mean,
goes.
you got to get your permits.
Yeah, I know. That's part of the reason I have to make some phone calls this week. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, it's and if that happens, it's going to be something you can handle with 37s, because I want to make sure that at least I can join my own run.
Yeah.
So cool. Yeah, I want to go. I think there's part of me that was intimidated by Easter Jeep Safari when I first started wheeling, just because of its size and scope and everything else like that. And now after Trail Hero especially, I don't think I'm intimidated by event size whatsoever. And it is what it is.
What about
especially in
Elephant
these
Hill?
situations.
There's Elephant Hill. There's
I was going to ask
the
that
Pickle.
one.
You'd like the Pickle. Everybody loves the Pickle.
Everybody loves the Pickle. I'm pretty sure I saw that.
No,
movie.
it's an actual trail. I mean,
Yeah.
No, I know.
Just-
I'm just being.
You might want to be on 37s at least. That one's that first obstacle.
A little much.
Yeah.
Which one is that? Which one are you talking about? Elephant Hill?
The Pickle.
The Pickle? Let's
Yeah.
see. Yeah, I'm looking it up here on the side.
I mean, if you've done Sand Hollow in your Jeep, you could do most everything in Moab.
But I just took
Okay,
them
well-
on West Rim.
Doing Sand Hollow in your Jeep is a really generic statement that doesn't really apply for every situation. So, because there's everything there,
Oh.
right? Like, what do you mean?
I mean, the Pickles, it says it's a 7.
Okay. Like, that's the edge of my comfort, though. Like, I'll tell you that right now. Like, that's the edge of my comfort with 35s. And I kind of with Mike. Like, that's the reason why I turned Mike down, because
John's trail.
the low end was 7 for John's Brook.
Yeah.
So, and I trust, I trust this rating system because I use this rating system. I write to this rating system. So,
Yeah.
that's the only reason why. Like, I don't know, but as I discussed yesterday, 37s are no longer off the table in my future. So we'll see how life plays out.
I mean, I know somebody that did the Pickle with no front lockers on 37s.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. And is it what here the pickle, the actual obstacle? Is this the problem?
No, that's the entrance. That's the gatekeeper.
is that the gatekeeper?
Yeah.
Okay. Spicy pickle. I like
Yeah.
that.
You got the pickle and the spicy pickle.
Jalapeno pickle. Wow, we just pickling.
Ooh.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay, I can see how that might be. That might put a little hair in you. Okay. I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't make me like
In a two-door,
cringe.
yeah. In a
Actually,
two-door,
that's like when I look at it, I'm like, that doesn't seem like it would be that terrible for my Jeep, though.
Not what all photos
I mean,
do.
Yeah.
well, there is a bypass too.
That's not a bike.
there are obstacles that are out there that I look at it and I'm like, oh, a two-door is going to have a heck of a time. And then I watch a two-door go up it and I'm like, oh, that was nothing. And then I watch a four-door go up it and I'm like, wow, he almost rolled.
Yeah,
Just because of, the different
the
angles.
wheelbase. Yeah, I really need to get some skid plates on my stuff before the end of this year. That really needs to happen. So just give it some beans, he says.
Yeah, I mean,
I got a video about too many beans, Steven. We'll talk about that. But yeah, I don't know. This might be at the edge of my comfort. I'd call up Ryan and I'd be like, "You tell me. Is this your Jeep or was your Jeep? You tell me. Was it worth it? Could I do it? You tell me the truth." All right.
I've never ran the Pickle.
Okay, so wait a second here. Did you just like sign me up for a trail, quote unquote, and then you're like, "Oh yeah, well I actually haven't been on that."
I'll run it with you. I'll run it. I
Son of a
don't think I
bitch.
have. I'll run it with you. I'll let you drive Beatrice.
Okay, I see. Everybody's letting me drive everything. That's a dangerous proposition, y'all. Just so you know.
I mean,
as long as
just
you're
don't
okay
break
with it.
It's
Don't what?
Just don't break it.
Oh yeah, because I have
if you
I have a
break
great
it, then I
history
get to
with
buy
that.
new stuff. Wait, my wife's
Oh
listening.
boy, yeah. Don't say it. Don't. You can't. Don't give away the store, buddy. Like you can't say that stuff in front of her.
No,
We gotta have
it's-
those conversations at the side where it's not recorded.
Oh, she won't hear
I'm-
it for another 10 seconds.
So when she comes over and smacks you, I'll know. All
Well,
right.
where's she at? You guys are in a hotel, aren't you?
We have a 2-room suite,
Oh, okay.
so there's a whole other
fancy.
living room back there behind that light.
Okay.
Nice. So she can get away from you completely.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it.
Yeah, I mean,
I really look forward to the next time we're actually in the same place together, wheeling men. I want to spend more time together.
EJS.
I know. Like I said, that's why I think it's going to happen because there's a whole bunch of people there that, and Mike, as much as I love you, the other side of that, I think I might get a chance to see a bunch of people I wouldn't normally get to see because they're normally at like Sand Mountain. So we'll see how that goes. So because I've said it before and I'll say it again. Like I love Moab at like a core level, and I will always have a special soft place in my heart for it. But I don't. It in the last couple of years, it's lost some of the magic just because of all the controversy and stuff with it. And I'll go back and I'll enjoy it once in a while, but like I haven't been back there in 4 or 5 years now, and this is probably my first trip and probably the last one for a few years at least. If I'm going to take a weekend trip, I'd rather take it to Sand Hollow or the Swell or something like that. If I'm going to go in that direction.
You need to come out and check out Vernal.
I don't know, man. I think I need to get new tires before I do that. Everybody tells me Vernal's just a tire eater, and my sidewalls are garbage. I love my Duratrax, man. They sound great and they do good on Colorado trails, but the minute you put it someplace where that sidewall is exposed, they're done.
Yeah.
The only two
Did you
times
see Toyo came out with a 42?
It's so much. Like, I'm not a size queen when it comes to that. It just doesn't. Like I don't know. What becomes too much in terms of size, and I put that question to our Instagram audience of 8. And you know what? I'll take any answers, folks, because I don't have to repeat them all on air. Does size matter when it comes to tires? To your tires? Do you really need 42s to wheel? So 42s are dumb. Are you gonna stand by that,
From Mark.
Yeah, coming from Mark.
Right.
Yeah.
And what are you running again, Mark? What do you want to tell the audience? Everybody, 40s, 30, 42s, 40s at least.
Okay,
right?
I'm going to say 54s are dumb.
54s are dumb. Well, those are monster truck tires at that point. We're not
Okay.
even talking regular level stuff.
44s are a little ridiculous.
Okay, I think we looked this up once before. What is
42s.
what's the monster
Yeah,
tire
yeah.
size? I think it's 44. I think it 66 inches and 43 inches wide. Okay, that's all right, I was a little off. So we're not quite there, but we're getting close.
No, that's John Deere tractor tires.
What are the ones on Earth Runner?
Same thing.
Well, I know what Bigfoot runs. Bigfoot runs
Yeah.
the tires, the 66 by 43.
Well, yeah, and the John Deere's are the 12 by 66. That's the difference.
But
But
they're
yeah,
also running 40-inch wheels.
true story. Yeah, but still, I that was okay. Those are bigger than I thought. We're not quite at monster truck level, but it feels like it. And maybe that's just me because I got my 35. I felt really small at Trail Hero. I'm not gonna lie. I did. Like even just driving like along the beach, and I'm not worried. Like it doesn't matter to me. I don't give. We've talked about this before. Like I can get a plenty of trails. It's just you get into a lineup and you're just like, damn, those are really not the bigger tires anymore. And when I got them, 35s were like not even standard yet, and now you can get them with a Jeep. I think.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, the 390, the limited edition 392. You can get actually 37s stock.
good Lord, really?
Yep.
I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense. Yeah, because they can handle it. They already have to put all the extra juice underneath it. All right. Well, yeah. Either way, it's 37s might be in my future. That Jeep, as I've said before, and cool. Pope and Randy's not here to give me shit about it. That Jeep will always stay at that level because I'm not going past that warranty. And as much crap as she does give me, it did save me a ton of cash when that lifter spring broke. So, despite the oil leak that I now have, which.
But now it's time to go buy a junk and build it.
If I had the money for it, I'd do it. I just that's what it boils down to. Is it just comes down to you bought a house a couple years ago, and the economy did what the economy did, and you are where you are.
Randy's
so.
listening.
Oh, she is. Good. I don't care. You can listen all you want to, but you can't give me shit. So good for you.
So the
Bigfoot.
OG Bigfoot was on 47s, the original.
Oh, do we lose
Now
Brian?
you know that came from Pope.
Yeah. Oh no, there it is. Okay. Yeah. If you didn't hear it, I didn't hear it, but Pope was saying that the original Bigfoot was 47. And I think that's the number I was going off before when I was thinking of it. So okay. All right. Okay. So yeah. All right. So monster truck tires aside, that's the plans for me this year. What else you got going on this year, Brian? Anything else that you've added to the calendar since we last talked?
So we have, let's see here. We're here this weekend, and then we go to Hammers, and then EJS. EJS is weird this year because we get in Thursday through Thursday. We're leaving Thursday morning to head to Florida for Jeep Beach.
Okay.
And then, I'm reconnecting. Oh, there we go.
Nope. You're good.
I'm leaving. Then we leave Thursday of EJS to head to. Yeah, we're heading to Jeep Beach in Florida, in Daytona. From there, we head up to Pennsylvania, to go wheel AOAA with my birthday bro, and Tyree Lights, and then we come home.
You're gonna shred a tire there, just so you know.
The hottest part of the summer.
Okay.
What's that?
You're gonna shred a tire at AOAA. I'm
I'm gonna shred it.
Yeah. I just be prepared.
Okay, good. Awesome. Yes.
I feel it. I'm telling you. I'm telling you as a friend because I want you to be prepared, not because I'm trying to jinx you, but I can feel it. And because what Eric told me, I'm just like,
it's all right.
You're gonna do it. Yeah. Just be prepared.
Well, and then we're leaving our Jeep at in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
And Eric will bring it down to Eric's going to bring it down to Tennessee.
Oh, for Smoky Mountain?
For Smoky Mountain.
Okay.
And then Trail Hero.
All right. And then Trail Hero.
And then
that's a big break.
And then Hump and Bump, and then SEMA, and then Thanksgiving.
SEMA and then Hump and Bump. So,
No, Hump and Bump is before SEMA this year.
really? All right.
The week before.
Good to know. Because that might happen for me this year too. So we'll see, or next year. But yeah, that one's on the calendar. Okay.
Hump and Bump
Good
is a
deal.
lot of fun. It's small. I've been really trying to push people to come out to Hump and Bump.
Yeah. No, I don't feel like they're, and they don't advertise, and we don't have not enough people listen to this show. We're not going to blow it out. Don't worry about that.
Yes, Mark. Yes, Mark. I'm going to see a lot of Mark and Spartacus. A lot. All year long.
I'm sorry. I mean, I don't. You know what?
No,
I don't
because
know
I'm
if
actually
sorry
stopping in. No, we're stopping in South Carolina. Maybe go wheel in South Carolina for a day.
Okay.
After Jeep Beach.
Man, I'd love to wheel on the East Coast, but it's the same problem as the super West Coast. Like you get into that wet stuff, and it just becomes break city for all kinds of components because you're just fighting that mud. So let's go, he says. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I mean, Windrock is fun.
No, you're good. I think you're on a little bit of a delay.
I think I'm losing everybody.
No, you're good. You're just on a little bit of a delay. Don't worry about it.
You're like paused, JD, and
oh, here, hang on a second, buddy. Don't go anywhere. I got you. All right. Oh, you came in as LunchboX. That's awesome. All right.
Yeah.
Does that do you any better, buddy?
It says I'm paused. Yeah, I can. People are moving now.
Yeah, okay, there you go. There you go. You don't have to worry about it. Now people are moving. It's your limited hotel bandwidth.
Yeah.
Why did you yawn? I was holding in a yawn for so long.
I know, right? Like it's well, see, and Mike, we went late yesterday. We got to talking with Mike, and so we went late yesterday. So I'm already tired. It's already been a long day. Yeah, you can't do that to people.
I just had to give him
apparently
shit.
the only one drinking. No, by all means, give him shit. So, all right. Well, so we were hoping to see lots of Mark at 5:20. At 5:20. What is that? Is that code?
I think May 20th.
Oh, May 20th. Okay. It was the
No, we
app
got
that threw me
Kate.
on that one. Yeah, no kidding, right?
Sorry.
Let's. You know what? We should get out of here. No, you're good. Pope and Randy, I don't think they're going to get enough signal to join us again, so we're going to have to. We'll do a winter 4x4 like deep dive the next time they come on, and then. But we'll do a couple fail videos, and then they can comment on them, and Pope can curse at the world that he can't talk about these. Because I actually am dividing these now. I'm going to do fails and wins because not all of these are fails, and I hate calling fails when people actually do cool shit a fail. So,
JD, you should actually have all of us like rate them.
I'm here
a
for
fail.
it.
1 to 10.
A fail level? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm here for this. All right, we'll go around the room. Let's see here. I'm not even sure. I put these titles too long, so I guess we'll see. I guess we'll all see which one this is. If it's gonna play sometime today. There it goes.
Oh.
Oh. Ooh.
Damn.
See, here's the thing. If he drove it out. I mean, seriously, he drove it out.
Yeah.
It must not have been that far of a drop, but that's just like you saw somebody else slide and you just gunned it up there anyway. And Steven, that would be an
that's a
example
7.
of too many beans. What did you say? You said that's a 7?
That's a 7.
The sad
It's a
part
Nissan
is, like,
Montero.
I know
And it looks like Columbia.
it looks like a side road here in Colorado. Like this is nothing.
And he's driving it out. I mean, come on.
Oh, obviously he didn't roll that far, but like it's just the amount of stupid here is just ridiculous to me. Like you just
Like
you
what
gunned
does
it.
he get high centered on?
The road. He doesn't get high centered. Like he puts
He
his
just went
tire
into-
into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he puts that tire in the hole, and he
I
starts
know
in the
he
hole.
jumps
Oh,
like, hi, oh, bye.
Yep.
let's compare
Oh
it to
wow, he looks
Craig's.
like he drove back onto the trail. Oh
Yeah.
wow, you both lucky and terrifying at
Yeah.
the same time. Wow.
And then this guy in
All
the
right.
truck was going forward, and then slammed it in reverse?
That part. Did you see his reverse lights go on? All right, let's watch this one more time here.
Let's compare it to Craig's.
He was trying. No, he was already slipping, and then he fell backwards, and then he just let off the gas. And as soon as he let off the gas, he slipped backwards. Mike, I'm curious as to what happened first here. Did the pickup truck do that? No, the pickup truck's behind him.
I'm wondering if the pickup truck
Okay.
was trying to pull the Montero out.
Maybe.
Oh, I don't know. Could be. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. Either way, this just seems like a bad idea. All of it.
Man.
Like
Yeah.
oof. All right. Don't off road in. Oh, just
All right, people, we
don't
need our
off-road if you're gonna drive
rainforests.
like that. Yeah, no kidding, right? All right, fail. All right, let's do Brian's suggestion. Fail rating 1 to 10. We'll start with you since you brought it up, Brian. What do you think? 1 to 10.
I'm saying
1
a
being,
7.
You saying it's 7? He
7.
drove it out of there. You still think that's a 7?
Yeah, because he drove it out of there.
Okay. All right. I see Alyssa. Alyssa's still doing math. Mike, what do you think? I can see her like.
Is this like 1 out of 10?
1 out of 10? Yeah, 1 out of 10. 1 being not that bad, and 10 being like, oh my god, you're a moron.
Oh, 10. He's a moron. He's a moron.
Okay, I feel that. 100%. I don't know if I give it a 10 though, just because he drove it out. Like that's the only place I'm at.
Yeah,
Alyssa, what do you think?
See, that's where I'm confused too. He did it wrong, so I was 10. But then it made it out.
Okay.
So I don't know. This rating's confusing. Or
Well,
this scale
keep
is
in mind here,
confusing.
like, yeah, we're not. This is completely subjective. Like, we're not. You're not going to get like rated on this, or I mean, people might call us and leave us messages at 719-408-0132 and tell us how wrong we are, and they should.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at you, Mark, Steven.
Now, what does the
anybody else who's
Lithuanian
listening?
judge give it?
What does the Lithuanian judge give it? The guy in the corner? I'm not sure. I'm going to give that a 5, though, man. Like, it's dumb, but he drove it home. So, or at least he drove it to the end of the trail.
Yeah.
So, but stupid. Just don't be stupid. That's one of those. Boy, do we have any?
I think they were going out to be stupid.
I mean, serious. But there is that, and that's the part of the problem with a lot of these is that I don't necessarily. I don't speak a lot of these languages where a lot of these videos show up from. But B, you don't necessarily know. It could be these folks just have beater cars that they just took out in the middle of nowhere to do this with. So, all right. Well, I like that. Yes. So our totally subjective rating system, I like it. And
Mark wants
Alyssa,
to know what that number was again.
what's our guts rating? Our guts
Why
rating
is
isn't
it
anything.
guts? Your
No,
guys.
the phone number.
Oh, that was you.
That's
Mark
me.
wants to know what the phone number is again
Siri.
to call.
Oh, Mark, the phone number is 719-408-0132. And I'm not turning on voicemails that fast tonight, but if you leave me a voicemail tonight, I will play it next week. Because Brian killed me and he did that to me. Killed me. All right. I'm surprised. Randy and Pope, I don't know. They must not be watching anymore because I would have expected them to have an opinion on this. So, but yeah. All right. Let's see here. So, let's see here.
Kate
Siri
gives it a
sucks.
6.
Sorry.
Kate gave it a 6.
Okay. I'll take it. All right. Let's do another one here. Okay, here's another. I got one. This one is titled Too Many Beans. I hope Steven's still watching.
Oh. That was awesome.
I mean, that is two wheels in the air, right? Like that's technically you're
It's a
technically
handstand.
it's a handstand. Yeah.
A 10. A 10.
Yeah,
Give it a 10.
I don't even think he's working.
I don't. You know what? I don't necessarily know that I should have played this video out a little bit more. I feel like maybe it's more of a win.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't feel like unless he broke something because he
Yeah,
didn't flop.
I mean, it looks like his foot got stuck on the accelerator because he was in his flip flops.
I could see. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not touching that one. Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. I like it.
I did not say anything about Toyotas, did I? I've had
No,
my
you
foot stuck
didn't.
on an accelerator from a flip flop.
Is it really? Is that okay? Well, I mean,
I
to
have
be fair,
done that.
if you're off roading, you should definitely not be in flip flops. That's just a general rule. Like you barefoot if you want, but no flip flops.
I know people
There's nothing to get between
that do it.
Okay. If you're listening to this show as a matter of disclaimer, we're not gonna tell you not to wear flip flops. That's what we're gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you not
Wear
to wear
better
flip flops
shoes and
of,
try and get a sponsorship, ambassadorship, or something. There you go.
there you go. See,
Yeah.
get a hold of Merrill. They'll send anybody free shoes unless I'm me.
I want to know if he broke because that's going to up my rating.
That's the other part of it. All right. So let's assume he didn't break. What would you give that rating then? Like I mean, I'm gonna consider that a win in my book at that point. Then I'm at like a 2 at max. Like you might have damaged some stuff, but still.
I mean, that looked like a lot of bush light, and I'm going to give him. I mean, there's possibly some twisted tea involved there too.
Oh, that feels right.
I'm with you too.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe we should come up with like a scale for like a 1 to 10 for wins and a 1 to 10 for fails, and like make them separate. Well, I'll put
more
more
of a
work
win.
into this next week.
That
Like,
one
it
was more of a
win.
win for me than it was a loss.
It really was. I didn't. I don't know why I didn't. I don't know if I didn't watch it the whole way through the first time, but or maybe I just didn't realize there was more to it. But yeah, it's like.
I mean, that'd be an
as far as
awesome
I'm concerned,
Toyota
you can flop
commercial,
it.
though, too.
Seriously, that's the only time though that I would consider having a stinger bar on any vehicle worthwhile. Just so you know, I'm looking at all you Colorado people that buy stinger bars and you don't need them. Yeah, I'm looking forward to your calls and letters, folks. 719-408-0132. You can tell me a bit, how I can go pound sand about my opinion about stingers. All right.
I was more worried about that driver's side front independent suspend.
That's the other thing is So here's the thing. So if he did break something, what do you think? Do you feel like that's an accident or fail, or do you feel like that's just a? I don't know. I don't know,
Mike.
I have all kinds of questions.
I don't think
Mike, what do you think?
Yeah, Mike.
I don't think he intended to do that, but I mean,
it doesn't look like it.
Huh? That
It
he
doesn't look
didn't
like it.
intend to do that, but I don't know. Maybe he broke. Could have broke something with the suspension. Who knows?
All right. So assuming it was a win, what are you going to give that one?
A win? Maybe an 8.
Okay. Like, yeah, seriously, if we're gonna we do a scale for that, like that's like if you damn near handstand it and then drop it back down and you can drive away from it. I mean, seriously, like, again, we don't necessarily know that.
I'll give him a 7 on it if that's a win.
Yeah,
I'll give it a 7.
But we're not gonna know, so we're just gonna take a guess and wildly speculate, and I'm here for it. I like this. I love this game already. This is fantastic. Alyssa, what do you think? 1 to 10. 1 being let's treat it like a fail first, and then treat it like a win. If it was a fail, what do you think?
It was a fail. That was a scary but quick recovery fail. So 3. It was a win.
Okay. And a win?
Say 10. Never seen a handstand that stuck the landing.
All right. See, now we're getting comfortable with this. I like this a lot. All right. I'm with you on that
I think
one.
he did break something. His front bumper, because that handstand was pretty tall.
That's true.
Yeah, but they're all plastic on those things anyway, so it's
I
fine.
feel like if anything,
But
it's easy to fix and replace.
Broke.
Yeah, I'm okay with it though. Like, at least on my personal scale, like I'm going to talk about major mechanical. I don't care about body damage so much, especially when it comes to plastic body damage.
Mark, send it in next week.
Yeah, dude.
Send
Give
it
it
to
to me,
JD.
buddy. Yeah, anybody, if you've got a video, a win video, a fail video, a neutral video, just send it to me and I'll add it to the list, and then I'll be sure to give you guys credit for sending it in, and credit to whoever originally posted it. So, because sometimes it does take me a while to hunt for that, and I'd rather not. It'd be awesome if you guys just sent those to me. Cool, that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, if that's a win, I'm giving that one a 9. I want to give myself room to see a more awesome one. If that was a fail, I got to give it like a 4, just because at some level you failed when you hit the gas way too hard there on what clearly didn't need to be that, and for whatever reason that was. I don't know if it was driver error or mechanical problem, but there was some sort of a failure there. Somebody's responsible.
Kate says.
All right. What did you say?
Kate rated it 8.
Kate rated it 8. Okay, I'm here for that. DQ'd from the fail scale. Okay, I'm with you on that one. All right. Let's see.
Technically, he did go off course. I can see where Kate's saying that. Technically, he got off course.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Like it's, and that's kind of where the theory that he hits the gas too hard, where you're like, maybe that's why, like, because his wheel wasn't in the right place. He hit the gas. Something spun too fast. Who knows? All right, here we go. I think we got to win one. Get out! Push it back over. The music, though,
reminds me of a fainting goat.
I was like, it just keeps falling asleep. It's like a Jeep with narcolepsy.
Like, seriously, Go ahead.
I want some Indian food now.
Like it's one of those videos where I'm just like, wow, I didn't think much of it until the person gets out, and then they're like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna get over here and then just push the damn thing back over, and then they just keep doing it. So that's just what you're doing for this whole thing, and it keeps running. They don't have issues, and it's those old Jeeps.
Well, I like how the guy's laying on the passenger. They're laying on the passenger side, and the driver makes the passenger get out.
Well, I mean, if I was them, I'd do that too, right? Like
like right here. The driver, and then the passenger had to get out. How did the passenger get out?
Out the back.
Did he climb over the driver?
Jeep, it's a soft top. You know how this works.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that both of them are out for that one. But you are right. In this first one here, it is just
like he taps him on the head, get out.
Oh no, they're both out, and then just one of them's out. Okay, so this is an Instagram cut, right? Like they've cut some serious time out of this. I think these are.
I mean, there's graders there.
Jeeps.
There's actual judges.
Yeah, this definitely seems like, well, based on the Adventure Club thing, I'm guessing that this, and the ropes, I'm guessing this is some sort of competition. But yeah,
this is
I'll say it one more time. Oh, those are Mahindras. I just saw the logo on the front. Okay. Yeah, they're those awesome little vehicles. I'd love to get one here. Yeah. If anybody in the U.S. has one, or if anybody knows anybody in India that wants to talk about them, let me know. So yeah, those are cool little vehicles. So win scale 1 to 10. You think that's kind of common for those things? I'm
gonna give I'm giving that one a 10 for teamwork. Okay. Because teamwork makes the dream work.
And the Jeep's leak.
How? And the Jeep's leak, she says. Well, those weren't Jeeps though. They're probably fine. If I'm being honest, they just make them look like Jeeps in a trademark sensitive way. Let's put it that way. Yeah. So
yeah.
Centipede. Oh, all right, Mark. Let's see here. I'll try to pull it up while we're doing this to the side here.
Mike, what do you give that one?
Mike, go ahead.
I don't know. It was okay. Maybe a 3.
I like that Mike is unimpressed. He's like, yeah, all right.
He's like,
I hear you. I see what you're saying, but it's not that impressive.
Yeah. It was a fainting goat.
Okay. It was a fainting goat.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And those are pretty funny.
Alyssa, what do you think? I mean,
Funny.
it's just I don't. Yeah, like I feel like those holes were like meant to make that happen, and
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how you avoid that. So
That was part of
whatever.
the course.
Cool. Yeah, exactly. What do you think,
And they
Alyssa?
are on springs and not on coils, so you're not going to have
Yeah.
as much oscillation
Yeah.
through
Do
there.
you know if
But
anybody
the
makes
teamwork was
coilovers for the Mahindra?
outstanding. The teamwork was just
It
outstanding.
was. It was.
Okay.
That was part of the course.
I mean,
That's what they're there to do is when that happens, they get out and let's get it back up on its four wheels and let's keep going.
Well, partially because I don't think anybody wants to tow it off.
No.
I mean, honestly, that's part of our big motivation to get Jeeps off the trail. We don't want to tow it,
Yeah.
especially if it's our own.
I mean, I'd
right.
watch that. I'd watch that on like Fail TV. Like that'd be something fun to watch. Like
Yeah.
those
I-
races. Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
stress me.
So, well, all right. So I'm gonna do a throwback here real fast. Like the second or third episode that we did as a show, was a one-on-one interview with a guy from Moda, which is a distributor of parts in the Philippines. And they sponsor this thing every year where they do just that in the Philippines, where they're doing these hardcore races. And I'm talking about hardcore. We're talking the standard tire size of one of their competitors is 35 inches. So we're talking this is hardcore there in the mud and the gunk, and it's really impressive stuff. And I highly recommend you go back and check out that episode. And there's snakes, right? And these guys are getting out in it. Like, it's impressive. So yeah, 100%. I would love to see one of those kind of competitions live. I just couldn't handle the bugs.
Now, can you imagine that? But like, remember that old school show with the like it was like pre-Ninja Warrior, but it was in Japan, but it had the dubbed over American voices. It was on Comedy Channel on Comedy Central.
I know what you're talking about, but I
It
don't
was
know.
on late night.
What was the name of that?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time.
You guys know what I'm talking about. Now that would be funny.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
I thought you started
Comedy
describing
Central
Fear
in the 90s.
Factor. And then it pivoted.
Different.
I could just see
Yeah,
him.
I changed.
I could just see him. Billy Bob, you get out. It's your turn.
Yeah.
Get out.
Oh my good
Moxie
lord!
Trails
All right.
plus Fear Factor. No.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Oh. No. What? You know what?
Needed toe,
Here you
but
go,
there's
Alyssa.
snakes
Said,
out
you,
there.
Oh god, Alyssa, you said it. It's your idea
I
now.
patent that.
You can pitch it to studios. You can patent it.
Yep,
There
I
it
will
is.
not
See,
be there for that.
you've copyrighted it by saying it into the
Oh,
ether.
MXC.
Congratulations.
MXC.
MXC. Oh my god, yeah, we have that on our Plex server here at home. That's fantastic. And so here's the fun part. I will tell you this, and not that myself, I would never condone pirating materials whatsoever. But if you are to go out on the interwebs and get those old MXC shows, you're going to find out there's a whole lot of episodes that never actually made it to Spike TV. And there's a good reason why. They're very problematic these days. But if you're a person, if you're a Gen Xer, or at the end of the Gen Xers, you will enjoy it. You'll have a good time with it.
It's hilarious.
Otherwise, there's a reason why you can't find it on streaming services these days.
But MXC Jeep Racing.
Yeah. MXC Jeep Racing. I like that. Oh, Brian, here we go. See, so we've been talking about kind of like doing, like we've been talking about since the beginning of the show, is doing like recording us watching movies that we like. But I kind of like a Mystery Science Theater 3000 with some of these videos. I think that's a great idea. I like that a lot. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. We're gonna play with that more. All right. All right, real quick. Let's do one more here, and then let's get out of here. I feel like we've wasted enough people's time. But I'll share the one from Mark. I shouldn't encourage this behavior of sending in stuff last minute. For the love of God, folks, help me out. Send this stuff to me during the week. Leave me a voicemail at 719-408-0132 so that I can get this stuff ahead of time. Just help me help
Mark,
you.
is this at Ritter? Mark,
What?
is this at Ritter?
Oh, by the time he sees that, yeah. We'll go ahead and play it. Mm-hmm. They're on a very much of a delay, probably 45 seconds. Let's see here. Oh, we need audio.
Nope.
Whoa.
Oh boy. Yeah, we don't need audio because that's nothing important except the audio, the music that's playing. Good Lord. Oh, I didn't see it the first time.
Yep.
Did you see it?
Oh yeah,
Alyssa,
I saw it
watch
the first time.
the driver tire.
Oh,
Yep.
You see it kind of pop up? I'm guessing that's the axle snap. Oh, why do we have to have the pause game? I don't want to play the pause game with a Toyota. Yeah. Good Lord. Okay. Mark, you'll have to tell us. Tanya, what's Tanhuya?
Yeah, it's a park out in Washington.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna have to tell us what happens there in that last frame because they flash it on the screen and I can't pause it that fast.
That's a nice axle. That's a nice Toyota shaft.
It is, right? Okay, that is just an axle shaft. Okay, all right, yeah, good times. Like like it doesn't look that difficult of a spot either.
It's like watching an old person break their leg.
It's like
you know what's going to happen.
An old person break their leg. Wow.
Like you know what's going to happen, but it's just like I don't know.
I know, and it's so dark, and I will tell you why later. Why it's so darkly funny to me. But good Lord, yeah, okay, and yet all you're doing is making the case that we should get out of here. That's all you're doing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't know. Should we rate this one since Mark knows this person? I know what Mark is going to say.
that's a one.
It's Mark's clip. So it's Mark's clip.
It is Mark's clip, but it is not Mark. So
obviously he's already gotten permission from the friend to make fun of him.
I don't necessarily. He's gotten permission to post it. I don't know if he's gotten permission to make fun of him, but I think we can go with that premise. Yeah, I think we're okay with it. Yeah.
See, he's laughing.
He's laughing. So I'm going to go with that. Yeah. All right. Hey, what's up, little Josh? All right, let's start with. I'm gonna put Alyssa in the hot seat. What do you think, Alyssa? This is a fail video. This is a straight up. This is a gear failure too, right? So it isn't necessarily the person, unless Mark tells us that it was something that this person did specifically. But I feel like it's just a Toyota doing Toyota things, the same way a Jeep does Jeep things.
Yeah, I'd say 7. Split between gear failure, and you can see he's watching a spotter. So I wouldn't say driver error. I'd say possible spotter, half spotter, half gears. Half. It looks like it's raining too, so that's not helping. And then knowing that he had to get off that trail, it's a pain. That's a 7 or 8.
Yeah. If for no other reason, then that's a long day.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
It's a park. They have camping there. They have all kinds of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't. Yeah, it still kind of doesn't help. Everyone had to help him. Then
they had a spare CV shaft there too.
I mean, you see those white things in the background.
Mm-hmm.
That's the road. That's the dirt road.
Oh, okay. I got it.
So a Jeep just has to come up and hook up behind him and pull him out.
Okay.
Okay. See.
And you said it's an axle shop.
But it is a fail. Like it's a major fail.
So, do we need another category here?
We fixed it. Mark says we fixed it in under an hour.
Nice.
Okay.
I'll give it a 2.
So, Mark, what do you think? Do you while we're talking about this, do you think it's a fail? And if it's a fail, do you think it's a gear failure or a person failure? And which one do you think? What scale do you think that is? And do we need another category here? Do we need like a gear failure level? Because I get a lot of these videos too, right? Where something just breaks while we're doing shit, and that happens because of what we do. We talked about Mike. We talked about this stuff happens. We just break stuff.
See, like Pope was like an 8. When Pope blew up his rear end, that's like an 8.
Are we talking like a win? That's a win?
No, it was a massive fail.
Wait, Mike, are you asking about
fail
this
if you can't get up
Toyota?
the
Or are you
obstacle?
asking about?
No,
are you asking about Pope?
The rating system isn't 1 fail, 10 a win.
Oh, I hadn't thought about that. That's an interesting way to see
That's why
that.
I was confused when we like when we started and you were like,
Yeah.
she's calculating. I was
you're-
like, I don't
you're right.
understand the scale.
Well, and here's why we shouldn't do these things like live while we're trying to figure these
Yeah.
out. But here we are, running with suggestions that we got from our guest hosts. Thanks, Brian.
You're welcome.
Well, I don't. So you just explained that scale. What did you have a number ready for that?
Me? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give it a 2.
What is your number then? You get it a 2?
2.
Okay.
See,
so if a 1 is a win and a 10 is a fail, is that what you were saying?
No, 1's a fail, 10's a win.
All right. 1 is a fail, 10's a win. You're going to put that as a 2. Okay. I like that.
Okay.
I don't
So
know.
what
I'm
is a
kind of
5?
okay with
You're
that.
just bored?
I think it's
Yeah.
what he's saying.
I don't know.
He's like, this video is not interesting. It doesn't move me in either direction.
I mean,
It's the fainting cars.
if that happened and he did a flip or something, I mean that would be cool.
Okay. That
Something
would be cool,
impressive.
he says.
Kate wants to. Kate says we need a rubric on it.
We did what?
A rubric?
Yeah, we don't even know how to spell that, honey.
A rubric? What the hell is that?
See?
Like rubric? Because the only yeah, I don't.
It's something accounting. Okay.
It's some. Oh, it's a
Helps us-
place.
Oh.
Is it? Oh, I don't know what that means.
It
Some
explains
mathematical
what number
accounting
does
stuff.
what.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's like an
If I'd
Excel
looked at
sheet
the
us
of
chat, I
why
Us
could've
it's
spelled it
off-roaders,
properly.
we'd call it a legend.
Exactly.
We would call it a legend.
We would
It's an
call
Excel
it legend.
diagram.
Yeah. It's an Excel
Like
diagram.
that.
There you go. I like that one too. Okay.
Oh.
Wow. All right. Well, I'm that was a fail.
I will say
Going
off
down
that
that
video though, me and a lot of other Toyota people that I know, we carry spare CV axles with us just in case.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, that's awesome. They fixed it in an hour.
They're
Yeah.
they're a quarter of the size, right? Alyssa, they're a quarter of the size of a Jeep axle.
I believe you.
Like
I
they're,
don't know.
I mean,
But I
well, I
believe
mean,
you.
they're like compared to a Jeep Jeep shaft, an axle shaft. They're a quarter of the size, so they do snap all the time.
Yeah, that's fair. I think I've broke two.
Have you broken any?
Yeah,
Alyssa?
two.
Broke 2?
Yeah, one.
Okay.
One in Uray and one in the snow. Right here. And it's
Who were you
just-
with that had to replace one out in? Who were you with that had to replace one out in Moab in the hotel parking lot?
he installed it wrong. I can't remember his name.
He installed it wrong.
Or like I think like the shop.
You want
a
to call him
shop
out by
was
name? You want to give his
doing-
address
I
out?
freaking-
Or,
yeah, Panorama.
You got his social?
I will.
Yeah, I'm pissed about it
Panorama
still.
Tacoma. I think the shop like installed something off, or I don't know, but like he finally made it to Moab, and we were in the grocery store and came out to look at whatever like new thing he got installed, and we were like, "You're leaking oil," and it was. I'm so wrong. It's not diff oil. Is it diff oil? I don't know. Ooh, he was leaking something, and we were like, "Oh no!"
Right.
And then saw it was like the seals were loose, so we had to replace that. Yeah.
Ugh.
And there was something else we had to replace
See, that'd be
the
my big
next
concern
day.
is I did something like that out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah.
I can't
Have you
remember.
got
It was a mess.
upgraded?
We were at Best Western for like 2 or 3 days in their parking lot.
Ouch.
What'd you ask?
Have you?
Kate says a rubric is a scoring system. Did none of you go to school, like elementary school?
And Kate, the answer is yes.
That's
but
been a
we-
long time
we have-
ago.
Right. That was a long time and a lot of alcohol and drugs ago. So,
Yeah.
life is hell and it does things to your brain. So here we are.
Yeah, I want to back up my story one more time.
And
Oh, sorry. Unless
Yes.
you want to do rubric.
Sorry.
no,
I was going to say,
we're good with
Okay.
rubric talk. I think we're fine.
you're
Yeah.
shouting out Instagrams. Castle Taco helped us or helped with the installs and like repairs and everything. And his page is really cool. And he does
Okay.
wheel really hard with his Tacoma, and the other people he wheels with wheel pretty hard. So if you want to watch some cool stuff,
Okay.
Castle.taco. He's
All right,
awesome.
cool.
Yeah.
I got a fancy new system that helps me put those in the show notes so that you called them out. So it'll get put in there. Awesome.
More shout out than
All
call
right.
out.
Well,
Yeah.
more shout
Yeah,
out
they
than call
didn't
out.
teach
That's
us
all right.
rubrics in the 80s. Somebody said that. Yes, no, they did not teach us that.
And the other thing I'll say to that, Kate, is that if you would love to come on the show and be a producer off to the side, or even be a producer and be on the show on a regular basis, you're welcome to do so.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I'm just flying by the seat of my pants here, and occasionally Brian comes to me with like great ideas at the last minute, or voicemails, or whatever it is at the last second, because y'all are.
It wasn't
killing
my
it.
idea.
Yeah.
The
No, it
voicemail was not my idea.
No, it was. Wait. Do
We're not
am I
going to
gonna
go
fight
down
with
that
Kate?
road.
Am I going to
No.
fight with her? Because like I
No.
feel like okay.
No.
I just want to make sure. Because
There's no
I feel like
fighting.
we were friends. There's no
Yeah.
fighting.
We should do like a pass fail instead.
A pass fail. I don't know.
What are the
I feel like
numbers?
this is going to get really too complicated too fast. Yeah.
I think we need to do the MXC though.
I like the MXC. I do, but I also recognize how much of that was scripted. So I don't know. Are we?
No, we
are
can-
we
we
that
can-
funny?
But we just do a YouTube channel.
Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, so this is going to be okay. I get what you're saying. Okay, so this has nothing to do with the show. You're just spitballing shit for YouTube right now.
Well, and then we can throw it on the show, and then we can throw it on the
know.
show as
Then we
little
do
clips.
okay. Then we put the clips on the show. Okay, you know what? I'm not opposed to it. I kind of like it. So we could do
New
that.
business
We could
idea.
talk about it.
Like we could get footage of King of Hammers, and then just do it.
Oh, you know what would be great about that is I would love to sit there and then just rip on all of these people doing this really awesome shit out of King of Hammers. And then maybe some of them will call us and leave us a voicemail at 719-408-0132 and then tell us how much we suck and that we shouldn't be calling them out for their awesome King of Hammers builds. But yeah, I like this idea, Brian.
I'm not
Brian is
saying
the good
anything bad
idea
about
fairy.
I'm not saying anything bad about the drivers or the vehicles of King of Hammers. I'm saying we're dubbing in voices that are ours, that are funny jokes of what's going through
As
their head while they're driving through King of Hammers.
Okay, well, now we're giving away the whole premise before we even gotten into the planning session. So we'll figure it out. I like this
I
idea.
just trademarked that shit. Okay,
trademarked. I see. You're pulling the Alyssa. You just want to get it out there so that nobody else can steal the idea for their pilot. Okay.
Yep.
I got you. All right. I guess I got to bring you on as the executive producer of that then. Like you're just
there you go.
You're painting me into a corner. All right.
Hey.
Kate knows we can see her, right? All right. Yeah, there it is. All right. We got to get out of here. We I think we've done enough damage here, folks. Yeah. Anything else? Let's go around the table. Anything else anybody wants to get off their chest before we go back to our lives and families and people that tell us that we shouldn't spend as much money as we do on the sport? Mike, you're up first because I feel like you're the most tired because we ended around this time yesterday.
I got nothing.
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
I'm perfectly fine with that as an answer. That's kind of where I've at. It's been one of those weeks. I'm really hoping that whatever happens with my Jeep turns out to be nothing but like a cap that didn't get
There's
put
Millie
on.
Dog.
Yeah, Millie Dog. She's been asleep this whole time. I saw her drop down there when before we started recording. Oh, Ezra heard it. She's like, "Oh, hey, who are you saying to?" Alyssa, anything else that you want to tell the world about before we go?
Happy Car Week and
Peace,
Phoenix.
love, happiness.
Yeah.
Okay.
Enjoy the snow because
All right.
we're
I'm
still
good for it.
in our 60s. We're never gonna get winter.
I don't know
I
why.
want snow.
We were having such a nice time. You want okay? I'm sure there are a lot of places that would have you that are having snow, but I'll trade you 60s.
Okay.
I know Mike will trade you 60s
Yeah.
too.
Come out. Come visit.
Okay. All right, you're welcome. Anytime. Brian, I know you've got plans for the next couple of days. Anything else you want to share with us before we get out of here? Any
Everybody
other
stay safe. Everybody stay
genius
safe.
ideas? Okay. Yeah,
I'll
stay
think of
safe.
a couple more.
You'll think of a couple more?
I'll
Okay.
write them down. I'll write those down.
Well, and then, like we said, as long as you, I think the rule is that once you say them out into the ether, in a situation like this, they become law of some level, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Hold on, JD.
Well, that's the rule I'm going with anyway.
JD,
All right.
don't go anywhere yet. I've been trying to look for this video. I wanted you to. It's another one.
Did you find it?
Yep, I just sent it to you on Instagram. I don't know.
You did send it to me. Okay. Oh, Mike's got one. All right. Mike's throwing in the last minute hammer. We're almost ready to go.
I've been looking for it.
Y'all can blame him. Yep. Okay. That's all right. Let's do this here. Should I play the audio too?
Yeah.
Hey, I know this one.
Yeah, you were there.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna have to pull this audio down. Oh, no. Ouch.
That's high dive on Behind the Rocks.
Okay, that doesn't look like fun.
No.
Like I get that those things happen, but that doesn't look like fun.
Mike, you're at the I was there. Yeah. I was there with Mike. So on that, when that happened, if Mike was standing down at the bottom, the view up at it, you're like, okay, why is anybody even trying this?
He had a bad spot. Either he had a bad spot or he just wasn't paying attention to his spotter.
Well, one, his front locker wasn't in. His spotter said that.
Oh, his front locker wasn't on? Yeah.
No.
There's a line to that.
Part of the reason why I did that, I did that wave on Resurrection. Looking at it in hindsight, I realized if I had my lockers on, I probably wouldn't have waved like that. And yeah, it's something you don't realize how. Yeah, I can see his other tire not moving. Yeah, he wasn't locked. Wow. All right, Mike, do you want us? You get to rate that then. If you're gonna, you brought that one up. You get to rate that one.
Okay, for a fail. That was. That was. It's a fail, but it's kind of cool to watch, even though it's.
Like a slow mo.
Well, again, these are subjective ratings, man. Like, there's no wrong answer. Like,
no.
If you don't think,
I'll give it a 6.
You think it's awesome,
I'll give it a 6.
You give it a 6?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Brian, what do you think?
I give it a for a fail on a scale on the fail scale. It was a major fail. Like it was a major fail. One
That's
that
because
guy
you have first-hand knowledge.
No, that guy should not have even been driving that Jeep.
Oh boy.
He had no business being in a Jeep that built.
Okay. Oh,
no.
That doesn't. Okay. Ouch. That.
Well,
I don't like hearing that. Yeah. I get what you're saying though.
But
right?
on the fail scale, it's I'd say a 1 because of that. But I have firsthand knowledge. I was there.
Yeah.
Right.
And he was kind of a douche. Even when we talked to him before he went down it, he was kind of a douche, wasn't he, Mike?
I don't remember.
I love you, Mike.
I remember that. Buddy,
that was very PC.
I remember that his buddy behind him. I have that video. I'll have to send it to you, JD. His buddies after him went down, but they had a tow strap hooked up to the rear end of his truck. But there was I think there was 2 guys holding onto that strap. So when that rear end kicked up and went up like this, the guy made it. He didn't roll, but when he went like this, it yanked them guys forward, and they had to let go. They almost went head planted. In the rocks.
Yes. 100%, Mike. I want you to share that video with me so that I can share it, because we talk about that shit all the time.
Yep.
Don't do stupid crap like that. Like
that was dumb.
You're not going to stop a half-ton vehicle. Stop thinking you're going to do it. Just stop it.
When you're coming down high dive and you're coming down, I've watched it enough. I've never done it my personal self, but I've watched it enough, and I've watched enough spotters that once your front nose hits on the ground, you gun it,
Yep.
and you just rock right out of it. But I wish there was a video of it looking up high dive, not looking down, because the down video doesn't give the obstacle justice. Mike, you did take a really good video. It was just
no, I know what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? If you're standing down by upchuck and you're looking up, it gives that obstacle so much more justice than looking down on it. It's intimidating when you're standing up at the top and you're looking down too, but it's very much when you come down, you got to gun it out so that your back end doesn't come back so far up.
Yeah.
Sorry for getting technical and getting all.
No, you're good, man. You're right. That's one of those videos that's just hard to watch because like Mike, I can hear you in the background. Like you recognize in the moment. You're just like, oh,
I'm like,
it sucks.
No.
You have to feel for the person. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I was recently reviewing some video that will go on a kind of a best of podcast that's going to play soon. And there's a moment where there's just somebody on the camera and they're just screaming, no. And it's just, oh my God, it's priceless. And I know Alyssa knows what I'm talking about right now. And it's beautiful. So yeah, it's terrible in those moments. It's awesome. Like it didn't, like I said about Craig's role, it was kind of like an old lady slipping into a tub. It wasn't necessarily, a hard flop or anything like that. So I'm sure everybody walked away from that, but still it sucks when you nap it.
And no matter what. You can hear me in the video too when Craig's going over. I'm like, oh, Craig. Yeah. Oh.
So I've made a commitment to myself and I made a commitment to Craig that we won't play that video until we do his show, which is next week.
Okay.
But after we do his interview, we will play the clips from that.
Game on.
And talk about his role. Oh, game on at that point. Yeah. And he's kind of already told us we're good to go, but I just want we need to have you, he was already scheduled to have his interview when that happened. And then we had to push everything back for all kinds of stuff that we had going on for us. So, yeah. All right. Well, that's good stuff, Mike. Thank you very much. That's a perfect button on all of that. Cool. Yeah, we should get out of here.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
I feel like we've done enough damage here, and I'm still the only person drinking, right?
Yeah.
Damn it. All right.
Technically,
that's okay. I at this point, this is my Friday thing, so I'm really hoping that.
I'm on camera.
Oh, that's right. We talked about that. Yeah. Well, you got a Stanley. We won't worry you. You don't have to. You don't have to be. That's why I got this. Part of the reasons why you can't see what we're drinking. Like you don't know. Now this looks like booze, but it's not. It's just water.
I'm being a good boy.
Good for you. I like it. By the way, Liquid Death, I'm still looking at you. I'm still waiting to hear back from your sponsorship department. All right, let's get out of here.
They sponsor Metallica.
They sponsor everybody. I found that out recently. Trust me. So if you're Liquid Death or you know someone at Liquid Death, leave us a voicemail at 719-408-0132. Thank you very much for listening to this bullshit that we do every week here. And Mike, thank you very much for your interview show yesterday. Thank you for coming on tonight. Brian, thank you for taking some time out of your trip. And Alyssa, just thank you for being awesome and being on the show on a regular basis. So, and then Jem and the Misfit, Pope and Randy, hope you guys made it to Sand Hollow safe, and looking forward to seeing your videos. And we will see you all next week at the Trailhead.
All right.
Have a good week, everybody.
See ya.
Good night.
Hello, Trailheads, and welcome to the Trailhead. Before the trails start today, we need to have a short safety meeting. Off-roading is an exhilarating but inherently risky sport. The insights and opinions that are shared by our hosts and any experts or guests on the podcast are intended to inform and inspire, not replace professional guidance. The Trailhead guests, partners, and any sponsors are not liable for any actions that you take based on what you hear. It is your responsibility to seek professional advice and make informed decisions, especially when attempting potentially dangerous activities. Always check current trail conditions and comply with local laws and regulations. Off-roading requires careful preparation and respect for safety, so ensure that you're well prepared before hitting the trails. And now that that's out of the way, buckle up and let the stories begin.
Let it up, let it roll, feel the ground shake. Pedal down, dust flying, no time to waste. The trailhead's calling, engines fire, we're on a roll. This is where trails start and stories unfold. Under starlit skies, where the wild things roam. Every trail a journey, every Jeep a home. Meet me at the trailhead, where the wild ones run, where the dust kicks high and the day's not done. With the road wide open and the dirt in our soul, this is when trails start and our stories unfold. Our stories unfold. Oh, when the trail gets tough, we crank it up. Dig down deep, yeah, we never stay stuck. Jeeps on the ridge, friends by our side. Off-road family, it's one hell of a ride. Wrecks keep rolling, the days wear thin. Gonna tell our stories round the trailhead again. Meet me at the trailhead, where the wild ones run, where the dust kicks high and the day's not done. With the road wide open and the dirt in our soul, this is where trails start and our stories unfold.